Kobe Bryant's stat line in the Lakers' 95-89 win over Denver on Sunday is pretty ugly by his standards. 14 points on 3 for 17 shooting from the field, along with 5 turnovers. Bryant was thoroughly frustrated by Denver's aggressive defense in the first half. He consistently found himself double-teamed by the Nuggets, whether he was coming off ball screens, whether the play call was a dribble handoff, or he was just driving to the rack. Denver also did a good job of denying Bryant the ball. Andy and Brian Kamenetsky were at Staples Center for the game, and they saw Bryant's frustration building up close.
By the end of the first quarter, the Lakers had turned the ball over 7 times. They'd sent Denver to the line 13 times. They were being out-physicaled, out-hustled, basically out-everything. And as you can tell, this is a point where Kobe is fairly humped. This is a game the Lakers needed to win. They knew it was a big game. They tried to downplay it, but it was important, and things clearly weren't going well.
Yeah, Kobe's never one to be shy about picking up technical fouls, but he hasn't gotten one in a while. He'd been sitting on 10 for a little bit heading into this game. So to see him both get teed up, but also get teed up that early in the game, not even really looking to pick his spot and really go after one when it happened, at that point he just sort of said, I don't care. And you can see just that frustration building up for him, and I think it is spreading throughout the entire team.
There's one last set in the middle of the third quarter where the Lakers run a ball screen that leaves Bryant vulnerable to a particularly nasty Nuggets trap. If you're trying to avoid the double team, this is the last way to do it. It's from this point on that the Lakers completely alter their offensive strategy, as Kobe Bryant explained after the game.
Love the triangle, but kind of had to get in the playoff mode a little bit tonight. You know, just put the ball in my hands, just let me make the decision.
It's a lot easier to make decisions if you don't have fierce double teams blitzing you in the half court. Toward the end of the third quarter, the Lakers began to go almost exclusively to Bryant in isolation off the right block. The other 4 Lakers, they're nowhere in close proximity to Kobe, and this makes it a lot harder for Denver to send double teams. You can see here how Denver is sort of paralyzed, not sure if they should run at Kobe or stay at home. While they're deciding, Lamar Odom dives toward the basket, where Bryant hits him with a pinpoint pass for the layup. Andy and Brian had an up-close view from their seats in press row. They weren't Mario Lopez's seats, but they were pretty good.
Yeah, those Saved by the Bell residuals are killer. This is my favorite play of the game. Andy and I talked about it in press row. Kobe Bryant brings the ball up the left side and actually calls Lamar Odom up. It took a couple tries just so he could get the sequence started that would get him back to the post where the Lakers have been effective throughout the second half. From here, it's the same thing they've been doing over and over and over again. Kobe surveys the situation, sees if the double team is coming, Lamar Odom flashes through, the pass isn't there, Pau Gasol follows behind, and he ends up with a nice move to the bucket.
And you can see here, this actually happened earlier in that same quarter, and they're basically setting up exactly the same. And what was great about that was we've seen throughout the season the Lakers just have this habit of getting away from what's working, whether it's because they get bored within that repetition, get tired of the triangle, start working outside in and firing off bad shots. This time around, the Lakers were extremely disciplined and focused on both sides of the ball, which was an extremely big part of them getting back into the game and eventually winning.
And this was a formula that worked repeatedly for the Lakers down the stretch. Kobe working in the post on the right side, mindful of the help defense, and ready to hit a teammate underneath over the double team. Bryant makes a huge play with the Lakers down 1 with under 4 minutes remaining. Again, he's working in the post, and he sizes up the floor and sees Ron Artest wide open in the left. Phil Jackson summed it up.
The presence of putting him on the post and letting him make plays out of that, gave him 12 assists. That was what we had to have at that time, and that's the way he is. He found a way to help us win.